It's another balcony session today. It's cold, it's October 2nd. Winter is fast approaching, and all the evidence says that we should start digging up our winter boots and our winter gloves and winter hats, scarves, etc. That's evidence. Of course, there are some who will say, nah, we should just keep wearing our shorts and our sandals and our swimsuits and continue as we are. Those people are called creationists. Absolutely. It has come to my attention that one of them has got no clue what Tiktaalik is. He seems to think that Tiktaalik must have been some kind of warm-blooded, fur-bearing Arctic whatever. No. Tiktaalik was, when it lived some 375 million years ago, a tropical, river-dwelling, not quite amphibian, but no longer exactly fish. You understand, it was neither here nor there. Kind of happily in the middle, though. Absolutely. Tiktaalik was a normal, natural, healthy animal that lived in the swamps of what is now the Canadian High Arctic. River deltas leading down to the ocean, which was, at that time, a lot differently placed. What's important is that Tiktaalik was a success story in its own time. Today, of course, we are just beginning to learn about it. Of course, some people, creationists, don't want to learn anything. They're perfectly content to be as ignorant as is humanly possible. It's an effort, an actual effort that they put into it. They don't want to learn. They don't want to know. They don't want to understand. They want to believe. They want to believe what they are told. They don't want to do the research. They don't want to read the books, the papers, the reports, the articles. They just want to believe. That's kind of sad, really. It's a waste of a good mind. But we are talking about creationists here. Creationists are a waste of a good mind, the waste of a good human being, twisting and perverting the religions that they profess to believe in and adhere to, missing the point completely at every opportunity because, well, hey, they're creationists. They're not going to get it because they don't want to get it. They don't want to understand. They don't want to know. They just want to believe. They want to believe certain passages of whatever magical spell book they happen to worship. Be they Christian, Muslim, Jew, Hindu, whatever. They want to believe what they're told. They're not interested in learning. They're not interested in understanding. They're not interested in anything except appeasing their own respective magical sky bully, who they are terrified of. They're terrified of their gods. Whatever that god is, they're afraid of it, and they want to appease it. They will do whatever it takes to assuage that god's rage and fury, and to deflect it away from themselves. And so they grovel, they kiss butt, and they would gladly fellatiate their deity of choice, just to appease him. They're cowards, living in fear of an imaginary bully. Imaginary. Not a real bully, an imaginary bully. A bully that doesn't actually exist. Do you understand this? Their bully doesn't actually exist. It doesn't. It doesn't exist. Your bully that you're afraid of, he doesn't exist. He's not there. But that's beside the point. Your fear of this bully causes you to pervert and twist a handful of passages of Scripture to the exclusion of everything else, including all of observable reality, even to the point where you take all the good parts of your respective Scriptures and toss them out because you don't want those. You just want the bad parts, because the bad parts are what tell you how scary your God is And that's what you have to know, is your God is scary. And he's going to get you unless you can get him to get somebody else. That's why you're a creationist. You don't want to learn. You don't want to understand. You just want to live in fear. And so you live in fear. And that's what you do. You cower in the face of your God. How can anybody live like that? Groveling in terror before a bully that doesn't even exist. That's pathetic.